Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today we're going over a company that's been in business a long time. It started off small, but each year it's grown just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, and it's really starting to grow. And that company is Liquid Ice. I'll tell you more about it coming right up. Hello again everyone. Let's check this out right here. Nice. Liquid Ice. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if it's your first time here and you want to stay informed of all things caffeine related, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I post new videos every Tuesday night. Also, check out my description box down below. I'm affiliated with Campus Protein for all your pre-workout needs and pre-workout energy drinks. Just click the link down below and use the coupon code listed there to save some money. And be sure to stay to the end of the video for a very special announcement just for you guys. Liquid Ice started their company in 2003. Yep. 2003. That was 17 years ago. And the question is, have you guys heard of them? Some of you may, some of you may not. For a company that's been around 17 years, they've definitely been gaining in recognition, but there are still some people who haven't heard of them. They did definitely start off as a fairly small company, but throughout the 17 years, have been growing. They are now in more than 41 different states in the United States. And not only that, but I believe social media is really starting to help them out. On Instagram, they have over 23,000 followers, which is great because some social media platforms tend to perform better than others. Me personally, I have 900 followers on Instagram, and I started that several months after I started my Twitter account, which only has about 230. In similar fashion, Liquid Ice only has about 2,100 followers on Twitter compared to their 23,000 on Instagram. And they're definitely doing a great job with it. They're posting pictures, they're doing giveaways, they're hashtagging, and they've also been using social media influencers such as myself, but lots of other people too. Opperman, The Endorsement, Beardly Honest, and Consumer Time Capsule have all done reviews on these drinks within the last 5 months. Before that, it was probably like 5 years ago that Dead Carpet and the Report of the Week did a review on these. Now, I'm not one to be competitive, honest, maybe a little, but I did notice that the Report of the Week for these videos on Liquid Ice got around 3,000 to 4,000 views. So what do you guys think? Huh? You think we can do it? It's not about a competition. It's about setting goals, potentially achievable goals. I mean, there's no way I am ever going to get close to his subscriber count, but I'll take these little victories where I can get them. If I can get over 4,000 views, it'll be a good achievement. So let's get this video to 5,000 views, people. Be sure to share it all over your social media. Tell all your friends and family about it. I want to get this video up to 5,000. It's not a competition. It's just friendly stuff that YouTubers do, and he probably doesn't even know of my existence. And of course, it looks like they have several different sizes. The cans they sent me are 16 ounce, and I think that's what they're going with now. I think they're trying to convert all of them over to 16 ounce. So I think they're trying to get more competitive by going with a 16 ounce can, like many of the other energy drinks. So let's discuss some ingredients. Now, when you go to their website or read literature that they provide, I gotta say, this is one confident company. They say that they have the absolutely best tasting profile in the business. They also say that they have the highest quality ingredients and most advanced formulation that's setting the standard for the next generation of energy drinks. I mean, those is the proper word. Those are some bold statements. So let's take a look and see what some of these high quality ingredients are. So when you start looking at them, as you can see in the ingredients list, you're going to see carbonated water, sugar, and dextrose. And those are the top 3 ingredients. As you may know, the ingredients on the ingredients list are listed by what has the most in it to what has the least in it. Obviously, it's got a lot of carbonated water, but it's also got a lot of dextrose and sugar. But let's keep moving down the list. And unfortunately, as we continue to look down the list, all I can see are a lot of your standard energy drink ingredients. You got taurine, you got some glucuronolactone, and you have all the basic ingredients that are in energy drinks. And in general, I would guess that when it comes to the ingredients in the nutrition facts panel, they do probably keep it simple for a reason. But unfortunately, when it comes down to it, we can't really see if there's any high quality ingredients because there's no like trademarked ingredients, there's no special named ingredients. So it's really hard to determine whether or not they're high quality ingredients or not. But Liquid Ice, they're walking the walk, they're trying to talk the talk, and I've met some of these energy drinks in the club before, and they all talk, or can they perform like they're supposed to? We'll have to find out in the taste test. But before that, let's continue to go over the nutrition facts panel and some of the ingredients. Additionally, these drinks do have 220 calories, 0 fat, 380 milligrams of sodium, 0 protein. And how many B's does it have? You got 150% of your B2, 100% of your B3, 80% of your B12, 250% of your B6, and 50% of your B5. Lots of B's. Let's take another moment to talk about that sugar. Well, it does say 26 grams of sugar, but that's per serving, and there are 2 servings per can, so you're looking at 52 grams of sugar, which puts it right up there with a lot of the other standard energy drinks, such as Red Bull, Monster. They're both in the 50s, and I think Rockstar is usually closer to the 60s, so they're going for a sweet drink. They do actually have a 0 sugar option. I'm going to try that one as well, but a majority of them got sugar. And what about caffeine? Caffeine man's got to talk about caffeine. This has 77 milligrams of caffeine per serving. Therefore, you're getting a grand total of 154 milligrams. So it's got about your standard amount of caffeine, which is around 10 milligrams per ounce for most standard energy drinks. All right, like I said, we heard them talk the talk. We're gonna see if they can walk the walk. But like I said, it's hard to tell from the can what ingredients they're using. So it's really gonna come down to the taste test to see if this tastes like a high quality drink. And I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt too. Like I said, in this pamphlet that they gave me, it's a nice pamphlet too. It's got pictures of the cans. Now on the back, it's got a whole ton of information, which love information. Shared most of it with you guys. But they got those bold statements on here. The cans look really bold, and they've been growing for 17 years. So I got a good feeling about this. Let's taste them out. Just need to head over to my Caffeine Man fridge. If you're a small company looking for a shout out on the Caffeine Man fridge, details in the description box down below. So I'm gonna say that we're gonna start off with the sugar-free version first. This one's the 12-ounce can. Let me quickly go over some of the numbers because I only went over the sugar numbers. These are probably going to be all zeros anyway. But it's got 20 calories, 0 grams of fat, 50 milligrams of sodium, 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 protein. And for your B vitamins, you got 140% of your niacin, 140% of your B12, 360% of your B6, and 70% of your pantothenic acid. What's it going to be using for sweeteners? It's got inositol, sucralose, and ACE K. In this 12-ounce can, has 114 milligrams of caffeine, standard amount for 12 ounces. Let's taste it out. Ooh, nice blue color. By the way, none of these actually have names. They just have colors of the cans. This one's called Zero. But due to my super secret sources, I know that it is actually Arctic Zero. I like that. I was thinking it was their sugar-free option, and since it's their 0 sugar option, I figured they probably didn't do that great of a job because they probably really focus on the sugar ones, but this is actually a really good sugar-free option. It definitely has that Arctic feel to it, like those wintry kind of energy drinks, but it's also got some berry to it as well, and I believe their blue flavor of the regular line is their Arctic berry. I think they just made a sugar-free version of that. So I'm definitely liking it. Definitely gonna take another sip. Very good. I like that second sip even better. It's definitely got a good berry flavor. I would say it's a little bit stronger in berry flavor than it is that Arctic flavor, and it's just a really cool feeling because you're getting this nice berry, but then you're getting this cool Arctic breeze in your mouth. I'm really liking it. It does have a medium to high carbonation. I'd say even closer to high than medium. The sweetness for having inositol, ACE K, and sucralose is actually a medium to high sweetness as well. And for the flavor profile, this has a medium to high flavor as well. I'm definitely impressed with the 0 option that they have. They did a good job with it. So, where's it going to be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? They've been strutting their stuff for 17 years. They're talking high quality ingredients. They're talking about best flavor profiles. To be the best, you got to be at least like in the 8s, maybe even 8.5 to higher, to say to say that bold statement that you're in that top flavor profile. And this, I'm giving this a solid 9. That's right, solid 9 for a company some of you may not have heard of, but now you've heard of it. If this is getting a 9, I can only imagine what the sugar ones are gonna get, because I try not to drink too much sugar, but I still like sugar. Let's move on. Next up, we're gonna try the Liquid Ice Blue. Since we just did the 0 and that was blue, I figured we'd stay in the same family. Now, like I said, all these drinks, they don't have any titles on them. They don't have any flavors. There's blue, there's red, there's black, and there's orange. But due to my super secret sources, because I got all sorts of contacts and insiders, and not really, it's just, I'm not going to keep secrets from you guys. They gave me this wonderful handout here, tons of information, like I said, and I'll read it directly from here. Blue is Arctic Berry. Boom. Orange is Citrus Pop. Makes sense. Black is Supreme Classic, and I guess it tastes like a pizza, because Supreme Classic just sounds like a pizza name. Does it not sound like a pizza name, people? Supreme Classic. I will have to taste that flavor profile out. And the red one is Cherrylicious. Total stripper name. I mean, come on. I know you were probably going for like cherry and delicious, but you go Cherrylicious and people are going to go straight to stripper. And if you didn't go straight to stripper, then there's something wrong with my mind. I'm a guy. It happens. Leave me a comment down below if you think Cherrylicious is a stripper name. Let's taste it out. There it is, it's blue, and that is almost the same exact blue as the other one. I gotta make sure I'm not pouring too much, but that is blue. I like that blue too. Nice aqua blue. I'm not as impressed with it as I am the zero sugar one. I think I might have set my hopes a little too high because I was blown away by that zero sugar one. And because this has sugar in it, I was expected to be a bit sweeter. And it must be the sucralose that they used, or the Ace K. They must have used like a real lot of it to make it super sweet, because I didn't get as much sweetness out of here. But trust me, it's still sweet, but in comparing it to that other one, the other one seemed a bit sweeter. I'm definitely still getting the berry out of it, but I think I'm actually getting a little more Arctic out of it than berry this time, so I'm gonna go back in. Got a little more berry that time. Let's see if I can get a little more in the third. I'm getting a medium to high carbonation. The other one, the zero, seemed to be slightly higher in carbonation. So this is a medium to high, kind of in the middle between medium and high, but still kind of a high carbonation. The sweetness is a medium to high sweetness as well. And as I had all those sips, I could taste the sweetness. I'm actually gonna say medium to high sweetness as well. And for the flavor, it does pack a punch of flavor. So it's also going for medium to high flavor as well. And you're actually getting a little bit more Arctic than you are berry. Me, I prefer a little more berry than Arctic, but honestly, it's really personal choice. I know a lot of people like the White Monster, which is similar to an Arctic, and you guys know all the Arctic wintry flavors out there. That's what you get from this one. Well, what was in here from the Arctic Berry. So, where's it gonna be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? I'm going to be giving this one an 8.5 because to me it didn't really seem to hit the mark of really those higher numbers, but it's still a good drink because 8.5 is still a good score. I was just hoping for a little bit more after that first one. Now I'm going to start setting my expectations a little lower for the rest of them. But I have had Arctic flavors before and I've had the berries, and this fits right in with the rest of them. I don't think it's exceeding expectations, but it's definitely not bad. Moving on. Next up, we are going to be trying the orange, otherwise known as Citrus Pop. Lovely little orange color there. I mean, that's actually pretty close to the can. Good job matching the can. Impressive. That is interesting. From the orange color and the citrus pop, I was expecting something to be a little too citrusy. As some of you know, I'm not a huge fan of citrus, but luckily enough, this doesn't have too much citrus in it, even though it's called citrus pop. So I was thinking it was going to have a lot of orange to it, and the truth is, it only has like a little bit of orange to it. And I am getting this little bit of flavor. I meant to mention it on the first one. I was getting this almost aftertaste. Not a bad aftertaste, but basically it was kind of an energy drink taste. And I think Liquid Ice is trying to get their own brand with their own flavor profile, like they mentioned before. So that if you were going to be doing a blind taste test, you're like, wait a second, I think I know what that is. That is Liquid Ice flavor. Monster has its own flavor, Red Bull has its own flavor, Venom has its own flavor. Not all the energy drinks have their own flavor. Bang doesn't have its own flavor. Plenty of companies don't have their own original flavor. I won't know until I'm done with these 5 if it has their own Liquid Ice flavor, but if they do, I give them props for that. It's definitely not like a generic energy drink flavor. It's specifically a Liquid Ice flavor. It's an energy drink flavor. Let's leave it at that and finish this. I'm going to say it's very interesting. You guys know how I love to use the word interesting because for the carbonation, not going to talk about the carbonation anymore. It seems like they're all a medium to high carbonation. In the sweetness, I'm going to say the same thing. They're all a medium to high sweetness. And when it comes to citrus ones, that citrus can sometimes pull away from the sweetness, and it's not really pulling away much of the sweetness on this one. So when we're going to talk about the flavor profile, I'm going to say this one has a medium flavor profile because I'm actually getting about 50%, maybe 40% of a citrusiness, and then like another 40 or 50% of an orange flavor. So I'm getting like a low to medium citrus and a low to medium orange. It's not really giving you a flavor punch, but if you don't like flavor punch and you like a light orange, light citrusy beverage, that's what you're getting from this one. Which I say is interesting because I haven't had that many oranges. Like every time I've had an orange, it's been bam, I'm orange, nice to meet ya. But this is a nice subtle orange. And I usually don't like orange because it ends up being too powerful and too citrusy, but this is a nice light orange citrus. So even though I probably prefer this one than the other oranges that have a higher rating because they're stronger, I'm kind of a fan of this one. So where am I going to put it on the Caffeine Man rating chart? Even though I like it a bit better than some of the oranges, I think people like the strong, powerful oranges, the strong, sweet oranges and stuff. So I'm going to give this one 8.6. I think if it wants to be competitive with those other oranges on that chart there, it's got to be a bit sweeter and more orangey. Moving on. Next up, we're going to be going for the black can. And this is supposedly called the Supreme Classic. It does not help me figure out what it's supposed to be, but I'm guessing if it's their signature line and they're trying to get themselves a Liquid Ice brand flavor, this is going to be it. Classic, referring to original. Supreme, being supreme, like it's a supreme original. Let's taste it out. It'd be funny if it was black, since it's a black can. They matched the other cans. It's not gonna be black. Ooh, that is yellow and reminiscent of an energy drink color. Energy drink colors are usually a little bit more brownish. This is kind of more yellowish. Still thinking it's their original flavor. Yep, I was thinking maybe it could be lemon. They were trying to pull one over on me, but nope. This is the original Liquid Ice flavor. I tasted this flavor, a hint of it in the other drinks because they're branding themselves as Liquid Ice. It's your standard energy drink flavor with a little bit of Liquid Ice kick. What's that mean? It's got a hint of aftertaste of an energy drink. They did go with more of a citrusy as opposed to sugary kind of original flavor. I tend to think that Red Bull and Monster tend to go a bit more sweet. I think Monster's sickly sweet. I think Red Bull's a nice sweet. But with this, they're going for a little more citrusy. Perhaps a lemon lime type of citrusy without really tasting too lemon or lime. Carbonation is the same as the other ones. And as for the sweetness, I think that they did put a touch more citrus in this one. So even though it's got a high amount of sugar, I think the sugar is getting pulled back a little bit by that citrus. I think it's got a little more citrus than it does sugar. So I'm going to say it's got a medium sugar to it, not medium to high. And for the citrusiness, I'm going to say it's got a medium to high citrusiness. Overall though, I do think it tastes kind of like a generic energy drink. So if you guys have had the generic energy drinks, I think that this is similar to it, but then they added something to make it a little bit more Liquid Ice. Where am I going to be putting it? On the Caffeine Man rating chart. As an original flavor, I'm proud of them for doing their own Liquid Ice flavor, but it's not really cutting it for me. I'm going to give this one 7.8. If I'm going to be choosing original flavors, there's a lot of other companies I'll probably be going for the original flavors for. But I'll be coming back to Liquid Ice for the other flavors because they did a really great job with the other flavors so far. Excited to try out the next one. Let's taste it out. Next up, you know what it is. It is the red can, otherwise known as coming to the stage, Cherrylicious. Let's stop right there because the jokes can just go way over the top, and I'm trying to keep this PG-13. I know I got kids watching too. Hi kids! Don't drink Bang, kids. Too much caffeine for you. Public service announcement. Oh, they're kicking in. They're starting to kick in. I gotta keep moving. I'm trying to keep these videos reasonable for you guys. Those 25-minute ones are killing me. Probably killing you guys too. Longer than a TV show without commercials. Let's taste it out. There we go. Oh, come on now. I was expecting it to be red, and it's more pink. Goes in line with my jokes. All right, let's taste it out. Cherrylicious. All right, we're finishing strong, Liquid Ice. I had faith in you. You brought me back. Carbonation, medium to high carbonation. Sweetness, medium to high sweetness as well. And that flavor did a good job with the cherry. I've had a lot of cherries. I say that every time I taste a cherry, but I've tasted a lot of different cherries out. Some of them are sweeter than others. Some of them are more black cherry flavor. This one, it's got a decent cherry flavor. Like I said, it's got a medium to high flavor. I have had some cherries that are definitely high cherries. I've had some medium cherries too. And this one's fallen right in between at a medium to high cherry flavor. And it's got this little bit of aftertaste to it, which is, what is it, folks? That's right, the Liquid Ice aftertaste. It's not a bad aftertaste. It depends on what you consider bad aftertaste. But it's reminiscent of the original flavor, but not as strong. Just a subtle hint to say, hey, we're Liquid Ice. You can tell by the flavor. And let's try some more cherry. All right, it is pretty good. So where's it going to be going on the Caffeine Man rating chart? I'm going to give this one 8.7. Now I should mention that if you go to their website, they have a bunch of different recipes on their website on how to mix these drinks with other beverages for those of you who are 21 years and up. That's apparently one of the niche audiences that they're marketing to. So if that's something that you're interested in, you can go to their website and check out the many recipes that they have. Personally, it's not something that I encourage, but if it's something that you do, just be safe with your caffeine intake. Also, while you're on the website, you can actually purchase these, but if you'd like to win some, guess who's going to be doing a giveaway? There's this company online that does giveaways. I'm just kidding. I'm doing the giveaway. So one lucky person is going to be getting a case of the variety pack so that you can try all these out yourself, figure out which one you like the best. And here are all your details. Must be 18 or over to enter, no purchase necessary, must be a U.S. resident in the continental United States, no international shipping, no P.O. boxes, only one entry per person, and this giveaway is in no way, shape, or form sponsored by YouTube. YouTube has absolutely 100% nothing to do with this. Nothing at all. Just me and Liquid Ice. So what do you have to do to enter? The first thing you got to do is go to Instagram and follow Liquid Ice. While you're there, the second thing you got to do is follow me on Instagram and tag one friend who you think would like to enter this contest or might just be interested in my content. They can also enter the contest as well. Once those two things are done on Instagram, the last thing you got to do is leave a comment down below and include Liquid Ice giveaway in your comment. You could just say Liquid Ice giveaway, or you could leave me a comment that's a little bit longer and just include Liquid Ice giveaway in the comment. Today is Tuesday, February 4th, 2020, and this contest is going to end Saturday, February 8th, 2020. And it's mostly because I usually record on Saturdays and I want to be able to get the winner into that video's recording for my video on Tuesday. So I'll pick the winner on Saturday. So it's really only a 5-day contest, but I like to reward my viewers who watch my videos sooner on. You guys are the hardcore fans, so if you watch this within the first 4 to 5 days, you get entered into the contest by doing those things on Instagram and leaving me some comments down below. And of course, be sure to watch next Tuesday where I announce the winner, and then I gotta figure out how to get in contact with you. Or you get in contact with me. We'll figure it out. So good luck to all of you, and until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night. We're gonna see if they can walk the walk. Is that the right expression? I don't even know what I'm talking about sometimes. It just sounded like it should be the right expression. If I'm wrong, I'm sure someone will let me know in the comments down below.